Today we're with Lee Kuhnell. Lee's the proprietor of the House of Gabriel in Tumbulgum. Thanks for being part of the Infinite Choices Convention, Lee.
Thank you very much. It's good to be part of something that's, I'm small, but it's part of a bigger web.
Yeah. Good on you, yeah. Well, Lee, you've taken over this venue maybe 3-4 months ago?
Yes.
Tell us a bit about the enterprising thoughts behind that.
Okay, well, my background is I'm from hotels, large hotels, corporate background. I've also got resorts and small restaurants and large restaurants. So I've done a little bit of everything, and I'm from the Tweed Valley originally, and I wanted to always bring my family back here to grow up in the Tweed Valley. It's just such a beautiful place, and so obviously with the knowledge and experience that I've gained in my travels as a chef, the opportunity became available to purchase the House of Gabriel. So we've purchased it back in February this year, and I'm a very passionate chef, and I want to bring great regional, local food from the Tweed Valley to our customers here at House of Gabriel. A little bit of history on the building. It was built back in the late 1800s by a gentleman by the name of Percy John Wright. Percy was a baker. He built the building, he built the business, and he operated that until the early 1900s. Then it changed hands. Operated as a bakery until around the 1950s, then had some other mixed businesses until a cafe around 20 years ago. I feel very privileged, along with my wife, to take on this building and the name and the history that comes with it, and bring one of our goals is to bring that old-fashioned bread back to the Tumbulgum village and to the Tweed Valley. And the way we're going to achieve that is the beautiful old bakery building out the back. Going to put a new big wood-fired oven in there and produce food, like real wholesome, delicious food with good heart and soul, and that'll come from that, local timbers that have been burnt in that oven. So, for me, that's what my food's about.
Sure.
Just keeping it as natural as possible and using all those skills and techniques that I've gained over the years, and putting that love and that experience into my food, so my customers can have a really special dining experience when they come here.
Excellent.
Yeah. My food's not fine dining. It's nowhere near fine dining. It's just about really good flavors, recognizable flavors, and no BS about my food. It's just very tasty.
So, if it's a local cultural, historical significance to you, sourcing local suppliers will be part of that equation?
Absolutely, yes. And we've already started those relationships with local suppliers and other people that are passionate about their product as what I am about mine, and forming those relationships with them. And I've been away for 26 years, and so I've had to start from scratch, and I've formed those relationships by going out and getting out there, introducing myself to primary producers. And a very good friendship that I've formed is with Tubby Bray from Bray's Creek in Tumbulgum.
Sure.
He does the most, some of the best beef. I've had beef from all over the world, and the stuff that he's doing out there, it matches the best stuff in the world. Easy.
Fantastic.
It's great beef.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
So you're talking a lot about heart and soul, and your heart's obviously in this region. So you're a local with a history of living in this region?
Yes, I grew up here. I was born in Mawulumba, and was around for about till I was about 18, and then, as chefs do, on the chef gypsy pilgrimage, and we move around a bit.
Yeah. So you've come back, and your heart's set on improving a local offering?
Yeah.
Are you finding that
not really? Oh, yeah. Yes, improving it, but just being an ambassador for local product, and being that sort of conduit between the producer or the manufacturer and the customer, and being the one that sort of does gets the network together and puts it on a plate and serves it to the customer, and allows the customer to, experience all the great things that this valley has to offer.
Sure. And on that, there's lots of offerings, whether it's eco tours or just experiencing the region. You can be supporting that with your own food and capacities in that space.
Absolutely, yes, yeah.
So those enterprising activities that you're connecting with, are they resonating with your own ambitions?
Yes, most definitely, yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting a sense in this whole region there's so many good people doing good things, and the convention's about connecting those in a more meaningful, purposeful way, to stand up and be proud of who we are and what we do, and how we can go about doing more of that.
Yes.
So, is there anything else you'd like to convey about the House of Gabriel that maybe others aren't aware of?
Well, I'd just like to also mention that another initiative that Jo, my wife, and myself have undertaken, and we're up to the third one now, is the Valley Dinner. It's a dinner on one Saturday night a month. It's themed. Each event is the cuisine is themed on a cuisine that I've got experience and been trained in. So the first one we did was French in May. In June we did we're doing Italian, and we've got an American barbecue coming up, a Texas style. We've got Mexican cuisine coming up. We've got an English pub lunch coming up. So yeah, just allowing our customers to experience something a little bit different. Sure. With good friends, with BYO here, saying it's affordable to bring a bottle of wine along, and have a lovely meal with friends, and know that you're eating food that's been ethically sourced, and it's got the farmers and producers are doing it with integrity, and they're concerned about the future, not just taking the dollar now. Yep. But thinking about, how can this be passed on to, the business be passed on for the future.
Yeah, fantastic. Yeah. I'm getting much more of those players who are aware of legacy type components of what they do, and the whole family orientation and community and events that you were talking about. There's a sprinkling and an awareness of bringing people together through our own activities, and so you're part of that vibe as well.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
yeah.
No, that's great.
Yeah.
I'm very aware too that Tumbulgum, Murwillumbah and the whole region is like in the heart of the green cauldron, and so symbolising that through your own offerings is something that I'd like to showcase in the video that the Infinite Choices Convention, because it's a synergy of what you're doing, what others are doing, and we live in a green world, we live in an events, services type of world, we live in a local community world that's caught up in a global conundrum. But if we go to the root cause of all our ambitions, it's local, it's community, it's people, it's pleasure, it's place.
Yeah.
And you're all part of that, so thank you, Lee.
Thank you very much.
Good on you.
Okay.